Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Music and Cigar Podcast. I'm your host, Eddie Roy, and tonight I'll be introducing to myself about what this podcast is about. I'll be actually playing music for those that may be a little bit of the older generation and new from a band called The New Birth. And I'll be reviewing a cigar as well and just talking about what this podcast is about. I hope y'all really like this podcast as much as I enjoy making content for you viewers and listeners. Tonight, I decided to smoke your Nica Rustica Adobe Toro cigar. For those that can't see, it's a natural color band wrapper. It's a Habano wrapper. It's also a Nicaraguan binder as well as a Esteli and Guadalupe filler. Not a bad cigar, especially for the price point. I'm really digging this cigar. And so this is the cigar that I chose to smoke tonight. So a little bit about myself before I go in more about the cigar. I wanted to tell y'all how I got into cigars. So that way when you listen to this podcast, you'll know a little bit about me, about my background and why I chose to smoke cigars. So I went to the cigar lounge. When I first got into cigars, I had no clue what I was looking for, what I liked, what my palate would like. I know I got tired of Black and Milds, and I'm one of the few that can't smoke marijuana. It makes me, I just don't like how it makes me feel. So I was sitting at home one day and I'm like, man, I'm tired of smoking these Black and Milds or whatever. Let me put these down and let me try out what the cigars taste like. So I went into a lounge. I had no clue of what I was looking for. All I knew was that I wanted to smoke a cigar. I thought that just the stigma of what cigars is, usually you'll see somebody that looks like a boss smoke cigars or, maybe an older person that smokes cigars. And I felt like maybe if I got into cigars, it'd be another niche that I can get into that maybe I can actually do a hobby. I love music from the jump, but with cigars, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, so I just decided to get into cigars. So about 4 years back, I ended up going into a cigar lounge, and I met up with a tobacconist, and he greeted me at the door. Very nice, upscale cigar lounge, and I did not know exactly what I was looking for. All I knew was I wanted to smoke a cigar. I just wanted to smoke a cigar. So I went in there. Didn't know what had a clue of what I was looking for. I just went in there pretty much blindsided, man. And he asked me what's my taste like. Was I like mild, medium? And I told him I didn't know. So he started off with mild. I think I ended up smoking some type of Arturo Fuente. It was okay. It was all right, but it was good enough for me to want to come back and enjoy more cigars. So that's how I got into cigars. I got a humidor from a friend of mine, someone that I used to talk to back in the day, and I was just like, man, this is a whole nother world. I did not know anything about cigars. All I knew was I just wanted to get into them and smoke them. So, yeah. The ages of 40 and 55, I would say that the song, maybe a little bit older, but that was a great song, and I just wanted to share with y'all this song because you know everybody has a love, a loved one that they loved back in the day, and it's been a while since you've seen them, and all of a sudden you just be like, man, how long has it been since I seen you? You know, whether no matter if you were a woman, a male, you like, man, how long has it been since I actually seen you? And those feelings start to come back, you know. And so now, for those that maybe are married, you might not have that feeling, but if you're single, it's been such a long time, will resonate with you. So that's one of the songs that I like to listen to. I hope that song y'all enjoyed me playing just a snippet of that. But as you can see here, this is what I'm smoking. Your Nica Rustica Adobe Toro. And I'm just sitting here relaxing. It's Friday, y'all. And I had a long week. It was a long work week. And I just decided to make this my first introduction to this podcast because I really enjoy smoking cigars and listening to music. For those that would love to join the show, you can follow me and visit my website at musicandscigars.com. You scroll down to the bottom and you hit sign up, or it will say something like ask a question. You don't have to ask a question, but if you do have any questions, that's fine. But you can email me and say you would like to be on the show, or tell me what you like about the show. Tell me what you like about the introduction. I want to build with y'all from ground up. I've been vlogging on YouTube for quite some time now, and I just think it's time to elevate, and I would love for y'all to give y'all honest feedback. Maybe share with me the cigar that you smoke, and the music that you like to listen to. Also, I would like to have guests on, whether you're a veteran. I would like to interview some veterans that smoke cigars, or you don't smoke cigars but like the show and like to listen to music. I would love to have you on, first and foremost. I would like to have all musicians, producers to be on the show. I would like to have cigar aficionados on the show as well. And y'all are going to see, as I grow with this podcast, the growth from ground up. Right now, I don't have a studio. I'm filming this on my porch. But I have footage of what the setup looked like. But hey, you got to make the best of what you have now. And I'm a firm believer on, it's not about how many books that you read, but it's about how many pages you're able to read in that book and apply them. I'm going to say that one more time for those that was listening but wasn't listening. It's not about how many pages, not about how many books you read, but it's about how many pages you're able to read in a book and apply them. And I'm a firm believer in that. A good brother of mine, a good mentor of mine, Brother Ben X, said that, and it stuck with me for a long time. So, as y'all can tell, I like old school, but I also like new school as well. And so far, I keep my ears to what's trending and what's going on. And I've been listening to these diss tracks that Quavo and Chris Brown has been doing against each other. First, I want to say, good job, Chris Brown. Everybody, from what I've seen and from what I heard, Chris Brown has really been doing his thing. And for him to be a R&B singer, a dancer, an actor, and still still rap says a lot about who he is as a person. The guy is very talented. But I do think that some of the stuff that he said in his diss was below the belt, and that's what a diss is for, right? You want to say stuff that hit below the belt so the other person can stop harassing you and making threats. But when it comes down to people wishing death on somebody, or saying that they some people thought it was Takeoff that should have been alive, and it should have been Quavo that was hit with a bullet. That was pretty out there below the belt. So I hope that those guys make amends. Sometimes you can't come back from those things, but I would say it's good for the culture. I would say it's good for listeners like myself that enjoy listening to music. Do I listen to that type of music when I'm smoking a cigar? No. I usually listen to, artists like Rick Ross, that, excuse me, Rick Ross, Slim Thug, Don Tripp, Ludacris, Starlito, I want to say Don Tripp. Did I say Don Tripp? Definitely Don Tripp. Man, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Don Tripp, he's a rapper from Memphis, and that guy's been dropping albums as if he on his last leg. I don't know what's going on with, but keep on doing what you're doing, Don Tripp. We definitely hear you, man. Keep coming out with that fire stuff, because we definitely, the listeners, we really fucking with it, especially people down south, man. We really fucking with your music. So keep doing what you're doing, man. I really appreciate the songs that you're coming out with, man. They hitting from 90s R&B to Frostbite. I just want to say those are some really good songs. So I want to say to you all that are listening, if you're enjoying the show, please don't hesitate to write in the comments, hit that like button, share, subscribe, because I will have more content coming out soon. I'll try to go live on Fridays as well as Saturdays or somewhere in midweek. It's whatever my listeners want to choose to. I'll tell you what, whatever, if I get comments or emails saying that they would like me to go live on maybe Wednesdays or Saturdays, I'll start going live on Wednesday and Saturday. So just tell me what's a good time for you to sit back and relax and chill with your man, your host, Eddie Roy from Music and Cigars. I really appreciate y'all listening and tuning in to Music and Cigars. It's been such a long time. How ironically, the song I used to the title of the song that I just played, but it has been such a long time, and I have been making vlogs and videos of me vlogging on my porch. I'm still on my porch, but I just elevated. I want you all to continue on to support me. This is I hope this introduction was very, very informative. And like I said, I would love to have guests come on to the show at any time. Just send me an email at musicandcigars@gmail.com. If you don't know how to go to musicandcigars.com and sign up, and I'll definitely be reaching out to you so we can get this ball on the road. This is my first episode. This is the introduction to Music and Cigars. I hope y'all really enjoyed this, listening as much as I enjoyed sharing with you all a little bit about music and cigars. So Y'all tap in with me later on this week or next week. As I said, it's Friday. I might do a video tomorrow. It just depends on, family life, because I work Monday through Fridays. Hey, I'm still trying to get it out the mud and do what I need to do in order to make this podcast successful. But I do appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching this video. And if you made it to the end, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I really appreciate it. Peace.